In today's video, we are talking about a supporter question. All right, here it is. We have a supporter question, and it reads, in a couple of prior videos and an article, there is a theme of being present and not trying to expect or predict the future, which obviously seems counterintuitive, especially if you are in a fight. Is my understanding correct that it is always better to just turn your senses on and brain off, because doing otherwise may lead to the wrong/sloppy response? Question mark. Good question. There's a lot going on, and it basically, we can reduce it to two things. When you are in a fight, or as I like to call them, a dynamic experience or a dynamic situation where a lot of things are changing drastically very quickly, you've got a lot to manage and to pay attention to. In a fight or in an argument or whatever it is where you are trying to impose your will on somebody else. Somebody wants to violate your boundaries and you don't want them to. The person with the strongest willpower is going to win, right? So it's not that you don't have initiative or something you want to achieve. And it's not saying that you're wishy-washy and you're just letting anything happen to you. It's that you are very clear about what is actually happening instead of only behaving in alignment with what you think is happening, right? So it's you have your will and what you know should be happening and what you want to happen and what you want to cause to happen, and you're going to protect yourself at all costs, right? So you have your drive and your initiative. But the only way you're going to achieve that is if you pay attention to what is actually happening. So it's the anticipating a punch or reacting to things that haven't happened yet that allows your opponent to pull you off balance, to deceive you, to trick you, to make you react to things that aren't real. And when you react and respond to things that aren't real, you are creating very real problems for yourself because that other person is now able to control your behavior. So that's why oftentimes anticipating what somebody else is going to do or anticipating the wonderful pleasure that this bad behavior is going to give you, right? So that's why a lot of addiction and being pulled off balance and pain in your life is responding and reacting to things that didn't even happen, won't happen, and couldn't possibly happen. And if you stayed present in the moment and aware of what is actually happening, you wouldn't engage in those behaviors or responses. So those are the two things that are going on. Be aware of your will and what it is you want to do, and then be present in the moment and engaged with what's actually happening so that you can make what you want to happen actually happen, instead of having a false idea of what you think is happening over here, which makes you make the wrong choices that leads you in the wrong direction other than where you want to go. So I hope that gives you a better understanding of what being present and engaged means versus not just being wishy-washy and letting everything and anyone walk over you with no say in the experience. So yeah, the only way that you get to maintain your boundaries is you clearly define them and then be able to enforce them by being present in the moment with whatever the dynamic experience is.